Yo, what is going on, boys? Stix here, back on the OA channel, and in today's video it's going to be my settings, Whofishy settings, and Keeny settings. You know, all of our sensitivities, what we do, why we do it, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to be a demon like Keeny, you know, if you want to be a Zone Wars demon, you're going to use this stuff. If you want to be good on control, you're going to use mine or Whofishy, whatever you want. We use a little bit different, so you're going to have to pick and choose. But as always, guys, if you're new, make sure to subscribe down below, like the video, and then comment whose settings are the best. That's going to do it for me for the intro. Enjoy the video, and I'll catch you at the end.
Yo, what's going on, boys? It's Whofishy. I'm going to be walking you guys through my settings today and why I use them. So first off, I have my FPS capped at 237. If I go to the main screen, you can see at the bottom it's at 237. And that's just because I like it better because your screen doesn't tear if you're playing on a 240 FPS monitor. So I always cap my FPS like 2 or 3 lower in the game settings, like the actual game files of whatever hertz monitor I'm playing on. And I use 100% brightness, Tritanope 8, because that's what I like seeing. I can see the storm the best on it. These are all the textures. I use high meshes, the bubble wrap builds. I don't use VSync, and I use performance mode. And these are all just the regular settings I have, like sprint by default. This is kind of just quality of life stuff. I just don't use a lot of it. I don't use edit on release. I have pre-edit disabled, just all that kind of simple stuff. I have an 80% HUD scale and most of the stuff on here. And my controller sensitivity, I have my build and edit sense the same, 2.3, horizontal and vertical, X and Y as 43. It's just the sense that I'm comfortable with. I usually just stick on one sense for a while and then change it every couple months. But I have the ADS sense at 12. I like this. I like how just my overall sense feels when I have this at 12. It's really easy to like aim down sights, whether the target is pretty far to get a beam or if they're like in my box, I can still ADS. And then I play 9/9 dead zone. This is just my volume settings and then my actual binds. So I use touchpad to edit. Here, let me show you that. I use touchpad to edit. This is just I use the generic controller style here instead of like PS4 or Xbox. I use generic. It's the touchpad on my controller, and then I use a paddle, my left paddle crouch, and then my right paddle switch mode. And that's pretty much it for all my binds. Everything else is pretty much the same as what it is. Just the generic binds. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yo, what's up, boys? It's Stix, and I'm going to be going over my settings for you guys right now. So I actually do play with a colorblind. I play with Tritanope 8 at 100% brightness. I know a lot of people, you know, because of the storm changing and everything, they switch it up, but this is what I've stuck on for this whole season. And I feel like I can see in storm, I can see out of storm. It's just the perfect for me. I'll scroll down here. You guys will get all the video settings. I do play performance mode, just because I feel like my game runs better. I don't really have a problem seeing in storm when I am using the Tritanope 8 and the 100% brightness. If you guys are having a problem, I would recommend changing your actual settings on your monitor as compared to in-game, because it can affect like the different colors of storm and stuff. All right, guys, and then for my controller sense, I have changed it a little bit, and I don't think I've really told anyone about it. I made these even, so I'm on 2.2 now with 43. I feel like it just lets me hit headshots easier. It kind of lines up when you have aim assist on and stuff. And I'm also able to, you know, control my crosshair a little bit better when it's even, because if I'm moving diagonally, it's the same multiplier as compared to moving up and down. And if you keep everything even, then it just makes for a smoother gameplay experience. And I do play with vibration off. I know that if you do have it on, it has input delay, so I'd recommend turning that off if you do have like a DualShock 4 or anything. Now, for my ADS sense, this is literally whatever you want it to be. For me, it's 11-13, and that's just because I just like it like that. I have a fine time beaming people. I don't really have, any problem with it. If you are struggling with your ADS, you know, you're not feeling your beams, you're not hitting enough shots and stuff, I would recommend just jumping around with it. Maybe change them around a little bit, but this is what I found that works really well for me, especially like with launch pads being out of the game. You know, more people are just jumping up and down. That lower horizontal is just going to let you hit more shots. And then obviously 100% aim assist, linear. And then for my dead zones, keep it even as well. This depends on how old your controller is and like how your analog sticks have, you know, I guess worn down over time. You might have to move it up and down based on that. The controller I use right now is pretty new. It's only about a month old, maybe month and a half. But that's why I have it on 9.9. If it was a little older, I would move it up, maybe 11.11, 12.12. And then you do want foot controller enabled with 50% and then 1%. Don't really know what it does. Saw a few videos on it about, you know, lowering input delay and stuff like that. I don't know. I just have it enabled and it works for me. And for my sound, this is all based on, you know, I guess what you do with your setup. You know, I have two PCs, so keeping this lower, and then I can change it on my other PC when I'm streaming and stuff to make the volume even out. So here are the controller binds, guys. I hid my camera so you can see all everything. I'm just gonna scroll through it real quick. All right, boys, that's going to wrap up my settings. If you do use them, make sure you comment down below and say they're better than Keeny's and Whofishy's. I want to see how many people are using mine as compared to theirs. If you got anything off this video, make sure you guys like it. And yeah, that's going to do it for our settings, guys. I'll catch you next time.